one more thing before we get started, which doesn't make sense, but at the end of this, Bob McCullough, who's our Director of Communications, has a copy of the press releases and everything, so the meeting before you leave, make sure you get hard copies from Bob. He has everything over here, so make sure that you have all the content on that. All right. Are we good? We'll start a minute early and get our day started. Hi, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you being here this afternoon. My name is Dave Force. I'm the general manager here at SOAR, overseeing Star Soccer and Morgan's Wonderland. We appreciate you coming out on this rather overcast day, but we have lots of energy and smiles and brightness here in this particular room because we have some exciting news to share with you today. We have about 20 minutes maybe. We're going to fill up all kinds of information that you're going to want to hear about our soccer program. I want to also first thank people for being here, not just in general attendance, but of course some of our key sponsors and supporters, our soccer club presidents and coaches that are here, the Rocketeers that are here, individual supporters that are here, which we'll acknowledge at the same time. So thank you very much. So why are we talking about soccer, and why are we here at Morgan's Wonderland to do so? What is the connection between the two? Well, the easiest way for me to do this is to have Gordon Hartman come up and explain to you what SOAR, Star, and Morgan's Wonderland is all about. Gordon.
Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that very much. And I want to thank every one of you for coming here today. The weather's not cooperating real well with the cold weather that's hit us and also a little bit of rain, but thank you very much for taking time to be here. I want to talk just briefly about Morgan's Wonderland because it is an incredible success. You know, some 8 months ago, we opened Morgan's Wonderland. And since that time, over 100,000 people have come through the gates. People from 47 different states, 13 different countries. And when we started this, many people wondered, would this be something that would garner the kind of support that it has, and I can tell you it's gone far beyond our expectations. Something that is so important for Morgan's Wonderland is that everyone who has special needs always comes free. It is our mission, it is what we are all about here. To offer this, we need lots of sources of funds to keep Morgan's Wonderland to the level that it is from the standpoint of service and from the standpoint of quality. Ladies and gentlemen, Soccer for a Cause is part of that source. In 2010, we also opened the Star Soccer facility next door, which consists of 14 different soccer fields, full-size soccer fields. Last year alone, it is estimated that 179,100 people attended Star Soccer. There's enormous interest in soccer here in San Antonio. So why bring pro soccer to San Antonio now? The reason is there's a lot of interest in pro soccer in San Antonio. San Antonio has been given an incredible opportunity to replace a Canadian team moving to the MLS in 2012. We've seized this incredible opportunity to bring the highest level of pro soccer to San Antonio available to this city. The highest level of competition will be right here. In September, my wife and I purchased an NASL franchise for San Antonio. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to stop talking about bringing soccer to San Antonio, and it's time to make it happen. We have been talking about this for some 20 or 30 years in this great city. Now is the time to do it, and it's time to do it right. Most importantly, and this is the most important part of all of this, is that every cent of profit from this team, from the venue, from everything that we do at Star Soccer and with the pro team, will go to support those with special needs and those who attend Morgan's Wonderland. You see, this is about passion. This is not about business profit. So it's time to move forward. It's time to move forward aggressively. To do this, we need a name. And to do that, we brought the community in to help us with this process. And I'm happy to say, well over 1,000 people sent in entries. We had over 300 different names submitted during our contest. During that process, we brought judges together from the Star Soccer facility, from the Morgan's Wonderland, from the Gordon Hartman Family Foundation, and others, in an effort to bring about the vetting and the review of all the different names. I think we came up with a superb and excellent name for this new team. I would like to ask a person who, without her inspiration, without her just incredible attitude, even though she deals with some issues on a daily basis. There's always a smile and always giving you hugs, always there for me, and it's something that her mother and father are very proud of her every day, and that is Morgan, the person behind Morgan's Wonderland, to help me unveil the new name of this pro soccer team. Hold it down. Hold it down.
What a girl.
Now, as I mentioned, we received a lot of different entries. We received them 300 different names. They're actually, this contest, the winner receives quite a few different things for coming up with a name. The issue is, though, we have 12 different people who actually selected this name. And so we are going to have a drawing. But before we do that, let me first tell you what the winner will receive once their name is picked, and that is they will get dinner with the coach, soccer lessons with the Scorpion players, 4 season tickets to the 2012 season, and a team jersey signed by all the pros. I want to first tell you also why we went with the name Scorpion. They're feisty, they're tough critters, they're native to South Texas, they have a fierce reputation, and they have a fighting spirit. All those things I know will be part of the team, the pro team that will be coming to San Antonio. And so with that, I'm going to ask also Morgan, if you would pick a name so we find out who the winner of the contest is. Just one, Morgan. Perfect, thank you. Carolyn Loomis. Carolyn Loomis. Okay, so we have a name. Now, where will the Scorpions play? It's the first time I've ever said that publicly. As mentioned, the Scorpions are one level below MLS. They are the highest level that we can bring to San Antonio today. They are second division. Thus, the stadium must be to the same high level. And I think you will see that we have accomplished that when you see the plan in just a moment. The good news is that since there has already been an investment of $10 million in Star Soccer, of infrastructure at Star, this can be done considerably less than other figures that have been discussed about building a pro soccer facility here in San Antonio. This will not only be used for pro teams, but for community shows, large high school soccer events. The NCAA and the Big 12 have already sent me letters asking for the opportunity to be a part of this new facility, and we welcome them. We propose 5,400 seats to begin with, and we propose going methodically to ultimately building a facility that will hold 18,000 seats. Why? Because we know that the support of the fans over time will allow for us to move from the NASL to the MLS. So our cost $10 million. $10 million to produce. $5 million of that was from the county. $5 million of that was from private investment, people giving to Star Soccer. We are proposing to build on that investment for this community, for all the special needs individuals in this city, in this state, and in this nation. We are here to present this team and to prevent this and bring this investment. We've invested millions of dollars, and the time to make this happen is now. But we need $8 million to finish the job. When all is done, we will have pro soccer of the highest level in San Antonio, the highest level available, a community-owned venue, and most importantly, a true and good funding source for Morgan's Wonderland going forward. It is important we have that because it is important that we continue to ensure that those who have special needs continue to come here free of charge. Morgan's Wonderland was the first of its type in the world. There is no other facility like this in the entire world. I can tell you also that our plan that we're presenting to you today is also the first of its type in the world, where 100% of all the dollars from profit will go to helping special needs individuals. So let's take a look at the Scorpions' home. Morgan? Okay, so we have a name, we have a great place to play. What's the next step? Mortgage, Wonderland, and soccer fans need to come together and let their voices be heard. They can go to soccerforacause.com and let their voices be heard. They need to tell local officials it is time to make this happen. Construction must begin very soon in the spring of this year. The reason is under this plan, we will be kicking a ball in spring of 2012. With that, I'd like to introduce to you the CEO of the NASL, the man in charge of the league that we are part of. He comes here all the way from Florida. He's been someone who has come to San Antonio on numerous occasions because he understands the incredible viability of pro soccer here in San Antonio. He has become a friend, a person who is so committed to Mortgage, Wonderland, the whole idea of soccer for a cause, and that is the head of the NASL, Aaron Davidson.
Good afternoon, buenas tardes. I was stung the day I met Gordon Hartman. And today it's clear that a lot of you have been stung as well. It's very inspirational to be here. Cuando conocí a Gordon Hartman, me picó. Y hoy de nuevo es importante decir que es claro que ha picado a mucha gente en esta comunidad. Así que muy inspiracional el día de hoy y gracias por estar con nosotros. On behalf of the North American Soccer League, I thank San Antonio, Gordon Hartman, for getting behind the league. I wanted today to take you through, and I'll do this address in English, but I'll take questions in Spanish and English after the press conference. But I wanted to take you through a little bit why the NASL, who is the NASL, why San Antonio, and why the marriage between the NASL and San Antonio will be successful. Without going into a lot of what's gone on in the last 5 years of my life to get to the North American Soccer League to where it is today, the NASL, as you all probably recall from the days of the San Antonio Thunder, we were here for a couple of years, was the best league arguably in the world in the 1970s and early 80s. And when it went away in the early to mid 80s, we were left without soccer in this country for about 12 years when MLS came aboard in 1996. There were other leagues, there was USL, that were doing what they could to pull soccer along, but soccer, unfortunately, didn't really have a place at home in this country. USL did a great job. We've had many teams grow through the USL over the years. Miami FC, Puerto Rico Islanders, Rochester Rhinos, Montreal Impact. The last 5 years have been about the maturation of soccer. You all watch what MLS has done the last 5 years. What we've done now with NASL, we've brought a lot of capable owners. This is not a new league. We're bringing an old name back with a lot of existing teams. We have become, and I'm very excited to say, or has been part of the process, the new and only second division league in this country. And we are coming to San Antonio. One thing I want to explain about the landscape of soccer in the world, all right? First and second division is not like minor league sports in this country. And where soccer is in this country, be mindful of what I just said, where soccer left in the mid-80s. There are a lot of markets the size of San Antonio, Atlanta, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, that they're major league markets. This is not a minor league. So we have to work together, the Federation, MLS, NASL, to really drive soccer to where it was in the 70s and 80s and really, really make the U.S. what we believe will be one of the powerhouses of soccer worldwide. And today is very inspirational that we're on the right track. Gordon Hartman believed, all the owners around the table at NASL believe, we are on the right track with NASL and the San Antonio Scorpions. So with that said, you all made the right choice. We're in the right league. Let's grow this team together with the league and drive soccer forward in this country as a whole. Why San Antonio? You mentioned that I've been here a couple times. I actually was born in Texas. I know a few of these faces in the crowd. I've been here a lot, both growing up as well as now in my career. We organized the Mexico World Cup qualifier game here in 2004. I led that effort with former Mayor Garza. So I know San Antonio well. You all showed me then what you're showing me again today. Unbelievable support for soccer and sports in this community. This is yet another signal that we're on the right track. So I know San Antonio well. I believe in San Antonio. As Gordon said, one of our teams, the Montreal Impact, is headed MLS. We all want to play at the highest level. The NASL teams, they even beat MLS teams on the field. We play Champions League, Puerto Rico Islanders, for those of you who know a lot about soccer internationally, they've been beating a lot of Mexican teams. So this is not second-tier soccer. This is not minor league soccer. So when the Montreal Impact decided to go to MLS, and I met Gordon Hartman, and we felt we had the right runway here to launch a pro soccer team in 2012, we made that decision. He believed in NASL. I believed in him. And let me tell you something. He has over-delivered at every turn since we made that decision. So thank you, Gordon, for believing. And we've got it on the right track. This is yet another signal of it. So with that said, San Antonio Scorpions coming to town. And this year, as we play the first inaugural season of the new North American Soccer League, we will bring some special events to town in San Antonio. So you'll get to see and experience some of what the NASL is about. You get to watch it on the internet, watch it on TV, and see the league you're joining. Again, let's go back through the teams. You've got the Puerto Rico Islanders. You've got what will now become, for all those who remember the old NASL, the Fort Lauderdale Strikers. You have the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Remember that team? You got the Atlanta Silverbacks, the Carolina Railhawks, the Montreal Impact, the NSC Minnesota Stars, and the Edmonton team, and FC Edmonton. So these are all solid markets. Welcome to a great NASL family, and I look forward to taking any questions you have. We have a very special guy in Gordon Hartman. What he's doing between Morgan's Wonderland and this team is unique in the world of soccer, and we look forward to working with him to do what's right about soccer and really, really bring soccer, show people in this country what soccer can do for special causes. There's no question about it. We live in a day and age right now where we've lost a little sight of what pro sports is about. And Gordon Hartman is bringing that right back down to the basics, back to reality. Pro sports is about taking to the community, giving back to the community. Gordon has a special interest there because of what he's grown up with, what together with his daughter Morgan, and those two things married together will make it a very powerful cause and a very, very powerful team. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Aaron. Appreciate that. Just the fact that Aaron flew in from Florida for this lets us know, again, the support, the overwhelming support that we have for soccer here in San Antonio. We're just so excited about this. All right, so we have a team name. We went through the process of selecting a team name from the community. We decided from square one, that's how we're going to operate this. And so the next phase will also be from the community. And that's going to be a team logo that'll be selected from nominations that come from the community. We'll have details coming forward on that. I don't have a lot with you today, but we'll put it on the website and get word out to you. But the next phase is going to be a contest that the community will be selecting the team logo. Upcoming news will also be uniforms, will be coach, general manager, the players. There's all kinds of information that's going to be coming forth over the next couple of months. So we want to stay tuned on that and keep the momentum going. We look forward to that opportunity. And I guess in closing, I'm going to have Gordon come back up and talk loose ends for you. And again, I appreciate you being here today. Gordon.
Thank you, Dave. There are so many people that I can thank. Many of them are in this room, involved with Wonderland, Star, the Foundation, and so many wonderful people who have made this day possible. There are a couple of people I do want to acknowledge. First of all, I want to give an incredible thank you to Mayor Castro. Mayor Castro has privately and publicly supported this plan. He has worked with us in numerous meetings and is working very aggressively to bring the city into working with the plan that I presented. I appreciate Mayor Castro's support. I want to thank Senator Letitia Vandervue, who contacted me and said, I'm hearing about what's going on, what can I do to help? I want to thank the Senator. I want to thank Councilman John Clank, who has been involved in this process since day one. When I called him, he said, that sounds cool, let's talk. Someone who's really been there. I want to thank Red McCombs, someone who has been involved in this process and is a great supporter of this plan. Someone who's really been a mentor to me when it comes to how to put all this together. Every time I call Red McCombs, he calls me back. Every time I want to meet, he meets. He's been incredible in this process. I want to thank my good friend Harvey Najum. Harvey Najum is somebody who has given not only an enormous amount of money to what we're doing here, but has spent a lot of time helping me and helping all of us in making Morgan's Wonderland possible. Thank you, Harvey, for your help. I want to thank Reverend Butler Fanning, someone who also said, what can I do to help the cause? Butler Fanning, thank you so much. I want to thank Henry Cisneros, the former mayor of San Antonio, and somebody who has been in San Antonio for so many years and is a true leader. Someone who said, Gordon, tell me what I need to do, and we're going to make this happen. Thank you, Henry Cisneros. I want to thank Jorge Campos. Jorge Campos participated in 4 World Cups. He is someone who is a legend when it comes to Mexican soccer. Someone who has just really, in Mexico, changed the whole sport of soccer. Jorge Campos found out about what we were doing. He came to San Antonio, and he met with me on numerous occasions, and then he told me something that really surprised me. 2 things. One, I want to be a consultant to this team. Jorge Campos, thank you for agreeing to be a consultant to this team. And he also said, I want to do one more thing. I want to do it for free because of Morgan's Wonderland. He is going to give this is somebody who is just absolutely incredible when it comes to the sport of soccer who says, I'm going to do this for free because it's a link to Morgan's Wonderland. Thank you. I want to thank Luis Locker, also known as Help Luis. Someone who is incredible, a person who has given so much for so long to people, not only at Christmas time, but year-round, someone who is so committed to this cause, and I thank you so much for your support to this date, and I know additional things that you plan to do as well to support this plan. Thank you very much. I want to thank countless elected officials who have come on board, and I want to thank all the private citizens who have sent me emails, sent me letters who said, Gordon, do this. This is the right thing to do. They support us because we are on our way. See, we're not talking anymore. We have a team. We're bringing it to San Antonio. We have accomplished so much in so little time. I do want to let everyone know something. Early in this process, I reached out to another sports group here in San Antonio to join me in this cause. After 5 meetings, they did not want to move forward with us. So we moved forward. I hope they will now join us in this cause to help special needs individuals through the sport of soccer. After all, it is the right thing to do. As a businessman, I understand the need to expand profits. But the need of Morgan's Wonderland, the need to give back to this community, is more important. Join the cause. JoinTheCause.com. I want to thank you again for being here. You have the opportunity while you're here. You have a table outside to actually reserve season tickets. Already, hundreds of people have already purchased season tickets for the 2012 season. That is going extremely well. I want to thank everyone for attending. We will be available afterwards for any interviews. And ladies and gentlemen, we are on our way. And remember, together, we can make a difference. Thank you.
Thanks for letting me hang out.